Team settings. Play style. Team play. Edit uniform submenu. Entering uniform name. Ready.
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Goal positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Entering pause screen. Entering play call, you have 7 options, 5, 4, 2, return left is selected.
The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown Wolverine.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Play call, coach suggestions, there are 8 categories. You have 15 options, got attempt is selected.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So UCLA's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Bruins. Once he got a step, it was
Entering
all
plus screen
over right
A,
to the house.
ball selected.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today.
Entering play Make. I go. Sing. Gun. Wait. Trick. Spread it. Spread. Y shot. Mesh.
Back to throw. It's Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Bruins, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock it down behind the line. A loss of one. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it? Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out.
There he goes! When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll work the chain. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that, well, good coverage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Flores. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Entering post screen new cover 3 lock.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right when they run. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Wing slot offset.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Entering play call.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why they threat up the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out fast. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
RPO bubble wipe out.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Trips Y over.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to throw. It's Underwood. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Entering play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
MTNA, slot drive, jet touch, QB draw, vertical, Y cross flood, MTNA, slot drive, jet touch, slot drive.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. He's got it. First down and more. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Entering.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Rushes on him. Past the 45. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's the extra feel you get with this team. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. Fouls through the defense. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Entering play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
H cross, H shallow cross, MTNY cross, HD slip screen.
The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
6 categories.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. He just barely got enough with that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Entering play call, you have 5 options.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Sim pressure, Gotw Robert press.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Entering post screen, we have 5 options.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You have 15 options.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Inside zone.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Inside zone.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him. It's hard to get him to the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give to the single back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway.
Barrier 17 headed from 8. Auction is set. Auction. Wing. MTN. HD stretch.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Slug go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
Touchdown, Wolverine! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wood. And it is a good idea to gain tackle. First guy couldn't get it. Second guy finally did. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give him a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Woods. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field.
Spread Y flex, spread HB double, punch Y, trips HB double, Drake, spread Y, mesh.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Got room at the 35. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Spread Y flex, Y off, normal, RPO red, double sling, X adder, I'll go. Curl comp, hipsy post, X adder.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the gun to give, looking for room. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient position in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
To the air. It's Iamaleava. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. 4th down, gotta have it here. Fires to the right. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Entering play call.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wolverines just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Zone week. Empty in AHP's 26 inside zone.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Buying some time. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that.